All right, welcome back to the Noux Black. And this is my little honey hole where I muse, ramble, and reimagine the Black experience through the eyes of the millennial Black woman. And I am she, her, Christy, your host. And yeah, we in this thing, y'all. If this is your first time listening or you come and listen to me every week, I know it's about 3 or 4 of y'all who come every week, and I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We doing this. We're doing it. I am happy you're here, or I am happy you're back. And I hope if you're new here, you come back again. So before we get started, we're going to start this thing off right the way we do every single week. And that is with our lush libation of the night, because I record these at night, y'all. That's why I say night, but of the day if it's the daytime and you're watching this. And this week we are doing the HXM Riesling. This bottle is gorgeous, y'all. And I'm doing my over on YouTube. I'm doing my pretty low price wine tastings. My mind's slipping from me, y'all. That's why I'm dragging a little bit. The pretty low price wine tastings, where we are trying out different wines in beautiful bottles in amazing price points. So if you're into that, check out my YouTube and look out for that. But if you're listening, then you can't see the beautiful bottle, but if you would like to, like I said, head over to my YouTube. And yeah, so once again, I don't know if y'all can hear this little ASMR. Pour it up for the girls. Pour it up, pour it up. And yeah, cheers, girls. Ooh. Felt that in my spine, y'all. Gave me chills. Woo. It was good. So, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the goods tonight. I want to just start by saying the good, God and the good sis. Beyonce came together and agreed, and you know what the church folks say, when two are gathered. Me and Beyonce, we was here as I was listening to her new album, and we was praising the Lord, and this was the message that was right on time, because I was already experiencing this prior to the album dropping, Renaissance, in case you've been living under a rock. And so I want to just quote the Queen, as she so elegantly put it in her aptly named Church Girl. If you don't know the song or not familiar with it, go have a listen. Pause this. Go have a listen. Come on back over and then let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because I love this song, y'all. Love it. Love it so much. And I won't quote all the lyrics. They're fun. Like I said, if you don't know, go listen. But I will quote this one. And it spoke to me. She said, "Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free." Y'all, when I heard that line, I didn't only feel it in my soul, but I felt it on a cellular level, like moving through my body, gave me chills. Yeah, so Little backstory. So, you know, the moon be doing her thing with all the moving and the astrology and all of that, you know. I don't always know or understand what's going on, but one thing I do know, God made the moon, God made the sun, the stars, the astrology, God made me. God designed this, God did this. So, like I said, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm fucking with it. I like it. I like to get in tune with the moon. I be feeling good. You don't, you know, that's your business. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm just saying. God made all the things, so listen. And one thing that I do for sure around these moon movements and things like that is I set my intentions, let them be known. And as I do that, the shifts, they start happening. Things get moving and shifting for good sometimes. Well, I ain't even going to say for bad, because all of it's good, whether it's something I want to do or don't. All of it's good. It's good. Things start shifting. Things start moving, rearranging. And as the weeks went on, because y'all, I don't remember what moon movement this happened in. I don't remember. It was either the new moon, the full moon, the red moon. It was one of them. I can't remember because it's a cycle. It continues to happen. So I'm not sure exactly which one. But in the weeks after that, I received a really good message that aided me in my growth as it kept going and kept going. The message was release the judgment. And I kept getting this message a lot of ways for a lot of days. I'm talking about books, meditation, stuff I'm watching on TV, random Instagram shit. Like, and I'm reading another book that was, well, no, it's the same book. I'm taking a long time to read it, y'all. But I'm reading Conversations with God, Volume 1. And it just kept coming to me. Because even in the book, God was reading me down for filth about judgment. And I was like, whoa. I'm not even that judgmental. Like, I'm confused. I'm talking about this was coming in my dreams, my meditations, everything. I couldn't go nowhere without getting this message. I mean, and I'm confused, y'all. I'm like, God, I'm the least judgmental bitch I know. Like, I don't know. I'm confused. Help me. And eventually the message became a wee bit clearer. And what I heard was, stop judging yourself for living the life you designed. Y'all, that opened up a chest of gems for me. And so I'm going to share them gems with you right now. I got to sip some water. Let's get into these gems. It ain't a lot, but it's enough. So, first gem. You're already free by design. This goes back to what Beyonce said. You was born free. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to fight for it. You do not need to explain it. Bargain for it. None of that shit. You don't need to do none of that shit. And honestly, the sooner I personally, and even you listening or watching this, the sooner you know that, understand it, etch it on your brain, stamp it on your memory, intertwine it into your subconscious, the sooner you will literally understand it. By default, you will find peace. It's called being free for a reason, y'all. It's free. It's right there. You don't need to do nothing for it. It's literally right there. It's free. It's free. You don't need to do nothing for it. It's free. Second gem. You judge others as a result of the hurt you feel by judging yourself. That was the whole message for me, and it was the meaning of the message I got. You judge others as a result of the hurt you feel by judging yourself. And so, for context, this is a little off subject, and we're going to really get into this one day. But for context, and I was having a reflection moment with myself one day, and I was like, damn, girl, you ain't never wanted to work for real. You never wanted to work hard. I've never desired it. And honestly, I've always been figuring out how to finesse the system. I'm not about to be working this hard. I just never believed that this is what we were supposed to be doing. I never believed it in my heart of hearts, and I still don't. Unfortunately, growing up and living in what we call hustle culture, a society of hustling, grinding, you can honestly get convinced that you are the delusional one to think that you can't live an amazing life without doing all that. People try to convince you that you're delusional when in your heart of truth, you know that you actually can. Like, you literally can. They want you to think that you can't have an amazing life without working like a slave, working your fingers to the bone, being tired as hell, working yourself into illness mentally and physically, stressing yourself into a heart attack. Like, they want you to believe that that's not true. That you're delusional for wanting to live a peaceful, stress-free, happy life where you work, I won't even say soft, but you do something that you literally love and enjoy, so it doesn't feel like work, or just not working at all. Some of us don't want to work at all, and I'm so glad that the girls are embracing the soft life culture, because y'all don't want to work. Y'all out here pretending like y'all want to work. Y'all do not want to work, and that's okay. It's okay. Like, just stop lying. We gotta be real with ourselves. The reality of that situation, though, it is indeed your birthright to live a life that's fulfilling to you, doing whatever it is you want to do. That is your birthright. What anyone thinks of that is none of your business. So, as I'm getting all this through my mind, I know this to be true. I know this is a fact. And as my reality, I visualized this for myself. I manifested it. I literally would say, I don't want to work. I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to do those things. And in the reality of the situation, that sounds crazy. But in the truth of it all, it can happen. We will talk about that another time as well. But it can happen. I can just say, as my reality started to evolve and grow, and that reality that I desired started to take shape, where I'm designing a life free of hard work, free of worrying about bills. I don't worry about any of those things. I don't worry about how the bills get paid. I'm enjoying my small luxuries, traveling whenever I feel like it, being surrounded by people who I love and enjoy, who feed my energy, who I don't need to nurture, who can take accountability for their own shit. Like, that's just becoming more apparent for me. Oh, and most importantly, enjoying the single season, because so many people would try to gaslight you into thinking that being single is not what's up. Being single is great. Being single and kid free has done wonders for my life. Getting to know myself, going to therapy, getting the healing I need, like that shit has been wonderful for my life. And at what point in time I ever do find a partner, I know that I can really help and contribute something great to them. Because I read something somewhere, and I ain't gonna get off on a tangent. We'll have to get into that a little deeper another time. I ain't gonna get into a tangent. But I will say that I read something somewhere about relationships are not to make you happy. I think it was on the Therapy Lady page. Relationships are not here to make you happy. Relationships are there to help you grow and help another person grow through challenges. It's there to challenge you. A relationship is not there for your happiness. It's there to challenge you. And I feel like a lot of us don't understand that, but we're going to talk about that another time. But so all that's happening for me like nobody's business. And as that's happening, I'm starting to judge myself. I feel it happening in my subconscious. And the more conscious and aware I have become and in more alignment, I be hearing my subconscious and I be like, no, bitch, you need to stop saying that. Like, what are you doing? It's like I'm starting to hear my subconscious in my conscious mind. Because it's like, girl, what is up with you? That's not aligned. Like, that's not in alignment with what we're doing. And so this leads me to my third point, which was check your projections. Because my subconscious was forcing me to judge myself for getting exactly what I wanted. It's like feeling guilty for getting exactly what you asked for and getting exactly what you wanted just because it doesn't look like what other people consider success or what other people consider an ideal life. I'm judging myself. And in turn, I realized that was making me judge other people. I was coming off as a bit of a judgy bitch. And it wasn't necessarily about what people were doing. For me, it was more so about the way they were doing things. Like, that really had a hold on me, the way people are doing things. And even as you starting to heal, that kind of stuff will start to bother you. But then you have to remember that actually what they got going on and how they're healing or not healing, that ain't none of your business either. That ain't none of your business. Just like me over here living my best life is not anybody's business. How I'm doing it, why I'm doing it that way, why I find that fulfilling, that ain't really nobody's business. And neither is the way people are living their lives. It ain't none of mine either. And when I let go of that judgment of myself, y'all, I was freed from this. It was so freeing. And it reminded me of something God told me a long time ago. At least a year ago. It was another message I got. And that message was, you can't want better for people than they want for themselves. And that was freeing as fuck. And so I was reminded of that message in this instance. But more so the root was, stop projecting your shit on other people. Because I was projecting my subconscious judgments of myself instead of accepting that, bitch, you're getting what you wanted. What is your problem? And not to be that harsh to myself, but sometimes you have to talk to yourself on some real nigga shit. Like, get a grip, sis. And as gentle as I talk to myself and as loving, sometimes I have to do that too. And that really helped. And I realized that I needed to stop being so, as I'm listening to friends, which I've always done, it just was getting tiresome. And I realized that just listen, receive, and ask more questions. Check your projections, listen, ask more questions, and receive. And maybe you can help them move through this in the way that you do. And maybe you can't, but either way, that was the other message I got, y'all. Let people do them and step out the way. Let them do them, step out the way. If they ask you for your help and you can help, then you offer your help. But otherwise, let it be. So I realized in those things that I had to let that kind of stuff go and keep it pushing. So now, like I said, not a whole lot of gems was dropped, but there was some heavy ass gems right there. Like, they was heavy as a motherfucker. So as important as the amount of gems you get is, it's more important to get more carats, more clarity, more color, better cut. So I think that was just that. So the main lesson I learned from all these things, or lessons I learned: remember to embrace your freedom. And remember, you get what you ask for. So remember to ask for the things you really want. Talk to yourself nice. Ask for the things you really want. And move without judgment, y'all. Be kind to others, because you never know what they're going through. And I'm not saying let a motherfucker try you all the time, but, you know, keep an open mind. But most importantly, be kind to yourself, and that goes to don't let a motherfucker try you. So, our word for the night. And tonight I decided to get a little fancy with y'all for the word of the night. Little known fact, I'm taking French. And for no particular reason why, y'all, I just decided to do something different. And so I've been learning French for like the last almost 4 months through Duolingo. Nothing fancy, and I'm not going to a teacher or nothing. You know, just passively learning French. And so I gave y'all the word for tonight: amour propre. Amour propre. Because it is beyond fitting. It essentially translates to self-esteem, or a sense of one's own self-worth, self-respect / self-respect. Because honestly, self-love is ground zero for developing the love of others that also gets rid of the need to judge them. So love on your people, love on yourself, love on some strangers, and be open and kind. So if this episode resonated with you, and I hope it did, be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or, you know, YouTube, subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and let me know that this was good content that you would like more of. And please tag, like, share with with a friend who may also need this information, in case it speaks to them or it spoke to you so much that you got to share with a friend. So if you could let me know in the comments, again, wherever you're listening or watching, what part really resonated with you. Let me know. And that's all I got until next time, babes. Let's toast this thing on out. Clink, 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 clink for my listeners. Cheers. And I'll see y'all next time.